Today we're going to take a quick look at the HiDock P1 AI voice recorder. The company did send this over for me to check out and make this video. And stick with me on this video because this thing does a lot of stuff. It works on your phone, it also works on your computer, works by itself, and I'm going to show you as much of that as I can in this video. So just hang with me. First of all, this does come with the voice recorder itself. Also comes with a USB-C to C cable. That's not just a cable, but it's actually a remote as well. And this has a little touchpad on it where you can mute and hang up calls, answer calls, all from this little tap here. So once this is powered on, you tap it, the red light comes on, it goes on mute. Once again, you can answer, hang up calls as well. Then you do have this little metal piece. This just goes on the back of your laptop, for instance, and then this is has a magnet in it, so it will just magnetize to that. Now it'll magnetize to any type of metal. I don't think it will really hang on your phone. That's not something I would recommend. This is a MagSafe case, but it doesn't really stick on there. Maybe your phone it would, but it didn't really on mine. The other thing that you could do is just put it on like a refrigerator or something. If you have a metal desk, you could just put it on there or store it on there if you wanted to. Now you have, once again, the physical device and you can just use it as is. So here is the power button. There, this little red button is going to be a noise cancellation, noise isolation button. This main wheel, you can adjust like volume control. If you long press and hold it, you're going to see this little amber or orange light come on, and this is whisper mode, so you can whisper. So if you're out in public and you don't want to talk out loud, you can whisper into there. And then if you have this check mark and you long press it until the cyan light comes on, now this is in record mode, so you can now record it that way. Now long press it, it's going to turn off. Now if I just double press this, until the cyan light comes on. Now this is in record mode. I'm going to get a little sample audio coming from there. So that will kind of give you like a little playback if I just double tap that. You also have these buttons here. So this is going to be a mute button. So if I press this mute button, it's going to, oh, let me see if I can get this to stop doing that. Okay, let's see if it'll do it now. All right, hold on. Let me turn it on, turn it back off. This is in real time trying to figure it out. And then if I press mute, it's going to mute. And then if I unpress mute, it's gonna turn off. And same thing if I'm pressing mute and unmute here. Now I don't know what I did there when I was doing the playback, how to get it to stop playing back. So once again, the manual, this manual that comes with it, I'm gonna be honest, it's pretty light. Doesn't come with a lot of information. It does have a digital manual option that you can see via like a PDF. I would definitely recommend checking that one out. So anyway, then you have this call button, answer button, hang up button. You do have a place to charge it and also put it into your computer. And then you have the headphones. This is for Bluetooth headphones. Now, I could not get this to work with just the headphones and this device. This device had to be plugged into my computer for me to be able to connect the headphones. If I disconnected this from my computer, it disconnected the headphones. So I think it's designed to all work together like that. But before I show you the headphones, let me show you the app real quick. And this is just the HiNotes app. And you'll see this does have all the recordings and everything. I'm going to go ahead and say their web version is way better than the phone version. So it's a little confusing. I was clicking on this connect button. I couldn't get the device to connect. There's no options. It didn't explain anything. And then I said, well, I'll just plug in my device here into my phone. So I'm going to plug this in real quick for you just to show you that it will connect once you have this plugged in. Let's see if it will do it now that I said that. I got it to connect earlier by plugging this in, and maybe I got to plug it in the other way. Well, actually, let's see if this was even all the way in. Anyway, I don't even know if I'd fool around with this or not because it doesn't really work that great. Let me turn the cable around and see. And I know it seems like I'm just fiddling around with this, but I'm just want you to understand that, you know, how it works, and it might be the way the cable faces. I don't know. Anyway, oh yeah, here we go. Okay, so there you go. Learn something else. Apparently you have to have this big side plugged into the device and then have the small end plugged into your phone if you want to use it with your phone. Now it says that it's all connected. Now I can go into files and I can play back the files until the cyan light comes on. Now this is just like that. So I can play back all the files this way. I don't really care for this. And then I can do the BlueCatch here, so I can connect my AirPods if I want to. And now I have my AirPods here, and I can connect them if my phone's plugged in. Once again, I'm not a huge fan of this app. It wasn't really easy at first, and then I don't like having stuff connected to my phone. That's just my personal preference. Now, you can connect this to your computer, and I'm very impressed by that. And I made a whole other little segment here, kind of walking through that. So let me go ahead and mute my mic, and I'll go over there and show you the video I made earlier for that. Okay, so now we're going to do an overview of the dashboard for HiNotes here, and this is once again for the HiDock P1, and I've connected it to my computer. But just real quick, I'll go through this just because this is kind of a feature of this overall product. So first of all, you do get like this dashboard. You can see your recent notes, your whispers, your calendar, to-dos, daily quote, stuff like that. You can jump over to notes, and this is where you can actually play your notes back, and then you can do the template. So it has a lot of different templates here. You can choose your language, AI model, and you can generate a summary, translations. You can play back the audio as well. So I can hit play here, and it will play back the audio. So let me actually just bring in some of my system audio here, and I will play this back right now just so you can hear it here. Okay, so now I'm recording on the HiDock P1. Once again, I'm recording on the HiDock P1. I'm just holding it in front of my face. I'm about a fist away or so. And then okay, so that is me just talking into the actual device and playing it through here. So that's what it would sound like, through there. And now, so anyway, you can kind of go through this, uh, generate stuff, generate a customized summary. So I can do that. I can come back to this later. It's going to take a little while to do that. You can also jump into translate. So you can do English to any language here: Japanese, Chinese, Dutch, French. I mean, there's a whole list of languages. And then also you can jump into whispers, so you can see any kind of whispers that you have going on that you recorded. And once again, it's just long pressing that middle button and talking and whispering in those quiet atmospheres. Then you have your to-dos. I was trying to give you a little tutorial there. No problem at all. But then here's where you can see your device connected. So I have my device connected, and then you can also see I have my AirPods connected. So I can either go AirPods or HiDock P1. And don't forget, you do have the magnet that you can put on the back of your laptop, and it comes with that little cable. And on that little cable, once again, the flat spot, you press it, it's going to mute. If you unpress it, it's not going to be muted, and it's just going to be red or not red. So anyway, once you are here, this is where you can see your files, if you have any files, any configurations, and this is where you're going to be able to turn on BlueCatch. So BlueCatch is the thing that they use to connect your headphones, your AirPods, or any other Bluetooth devices. It just kind of walks you through in the manual for AirPods, but as long as you can put this in pairing mode on your headphones, then you should be able to connect them. It's just a Bluetooth connection. So anyway, you can set that up and you can disconnect it, reconnect it. It's really simple. Just walk through. It took me just a couple of seconds to do that. So the cool thing is, once I'm here, I could hit this record button and it's going to record through my AirPods. So now I'm just recording just a little sample audio, and you can see it up there in the corner right beside of my mouse where it is recording. So 10 seconds, 15 seconds. I'm just going to record this, and then I'll stop it. And then immediately you can see the file here. So let's go over to the file, and we'll go to play. So now I'm just recording just a little sample audio, and you can see it up there in the corner right beside of my mouse where it is recording. And so you could see there that you could also do 1x, 1.5, half, 75%, whatever, all the way to 2x, and you can play that back. You can also just view the note. So once again, this brings you back to this main screen. You can select all that stuff, play it back, transcribe it if you have the transcription option as well. And then once again, this just generated a nice little outline of me just talking for a few minutes. So if I wanted to go to the one that I just created, I could do that as well. So I kind of like this. It's a whole little dashboard. It's connected. It does have to be connected to your computer to do this. And so it makes it super easy, especially if you're at your office or you're traveling or something. You're always, wanting to record notes and record through your phone. This is a great way to do that. So anyway, just wanted to show you the dashboard interface of this, and overall, just a really intriguing device. Works perfectly fine, and I was pretty impressed with it overall. Hope this helps.